So I'm going on day four of being in this hotel, living in this hotel, transitioning from living an extended amount of time in my car to now an extended amount of time in a hotel. I've been thinking about staying past my 6 nights into June, which would be about 30 days in a hotel, an extended stay. Mainly just to buy me time to figure out what I want to do in the next chapter here in my life. Good to see you, Twist on a live chat. Love to you, man. Hope you're doing well. Let me clean this out there. But, pretty much at this point in my life, what I'm pretty much doing is taking it day by day, focusing on self care until I figure out like I say, kind of how I want to reposition my life. Good to see you, Andre and Mary Taz. I really don't have a clear direction on where I want to go. So, until I can have that clarity, pretty much my objective is to extend my stay, possibly buy some more time, and get into a little flow. Because as the summer weather hits, definitely in South Florida here in May and June, I really don't want to fight the heat. I really don't want to go up north, at least not yet. I thought about that option to relieve some of the temperature and make comfortable camping weather, but I don't think I like that option. Um, I still don't see anything else of interest with regards to real estate. And I don't know if I'm committed to the RV life. I have been thinking about still the Class B van. Um, I just don't know if I'm committed to dumping 70,000 into that. So do I want to dump a couple thousand into hotel life? Well, for a month I may. That's kind of where I'm at. Andre, I'm having a nice sangria. Okay, that's like a used to get that at the Mexican spot. There was a good Mexican spot. Um, Not Chili's, but Chi Chi's over there on Route One in Woodbridge, in New Jersey. I don't think it's there anymore. But yeah, yeah. Sangria though is basically like a fruit punch with alcohol, I believe, like Mexican version of that. ESP, what's going on? You're on day four, day seven of back living in your van. How's that going? Good to see you, ESP. Love to you. Appreciation to you. My man Tony, Canada's in the building. He goes, would an Airbnb for a few months be cheaper than a hotel? Your next move? Definitely, no doubt about it. An Airbnb would be cheaper, but I don't like the entanglement with people. I know that's foolish, maybe, because I could probably save a couple grand. Because I could probably spend 3,500 and get me through the summer, rent a $900 a month, one bedroom close to the beach, and be good. But to be honest with you, I'd rather spend an extra couple grand and be unentangled with any one person and pay a hotel, a corporation, and leave when I want, cancel my reservation when I want. Financially, uh, you look financially too. For me, a little bit of this can be a write-off for YouTube and other things like that. So, uh, you know, obviously the name of the game is net profit. So, but also the name of the game at this point is a couple grand won't make me or break me on that terms. So I kind of look at what fits my personality. Calling a landlord, going through that whole process, kind of doesn't fit my whole personality. And then I'm like, even day four, good to see it, Timothy, on a live chat. Love to you. I see you, man. Like day four, the walls are closing in on me a little bit. But definitely I'm back to just about 100% after the second shot. So today I was back in the gym. I did my laundry. They have laundry on site. I'm back in the flow, getting outside more. You got to be careful, living an indoor life. It definitely, I feel, I don't know, depression or laziness, you know what I mean? But I know that for me, I'll discipline myself to get over that. $4.99 super chat Capstar from New Jersey. Great to see you. I remember you, yeah. Happy Saturday, Sam. Sending you love from New Jersey. I remember you, Capstar. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jersey. Hopefully it's getting warmer. I thought about New Jersey. Good to see you too. Keeping up with Brian Charles. I thought about going up to New Jersey. Of course, I speak to my mom every day. But again, I analyze it from my past experience. You know, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. Even today, like, too, it was, I did feel a little negative. Like, man, I'm totally unsatisfied with life. And when I feel like I get a little bit resentful, like that my parents had me, and that, I get a lot of down about life. And I don't like to be around people. And look, I love my family, but they got their own issues too. And New Jersey's not going to solve my problem. You know, New Jersey would make the temperature cooler, but what would I do? It's not warm enough yet for me. It's good for camping, but it's not good for being outdoors. So it's like, that's not the answer. I am in this dynamic where, I'm very unsatisfied with what my next move could potentially be. However, I know the answer to that, or the only one that you're going to be able to come up with, you can mind fuck life, is I got to just keep doing self care. I got to keep a structure of the day. I got to manage my time. I got to keep exercising. Like I didn't go for enough walks today, so I pushed myself before I did a live feed to go outside, get fresh air, and go for a long walk. And that's it. I got to just tire myself out. Anxiety is unused energy. I still grieving a little bit the condo I missed out on. I thought maybe that would be it, but I don't know too. Like I don't know how I would have reacted after being in that long term. But right now, my plan is to extend my stay. At least I made a temporary reservation till June. I'll have a 1 day gap. So I may be back in my car next week for 1 day, but I can cancel that reservation. I mean, I looked at everything I did online. I could cancel the reservation as long as I do 24 hours before my reservation. I don't get any penalty. So again, that's the difference between that and Airbnb. There's a lot more flexibility. I pay for that. But at this point, I I'm just buying time. That's the reason for the extended. I'm buying time. I want to keep my flexibility, and until I'm ready to put down roots, or the right thing comes, I'm going to keep it loosey goosey. Love to you all. Let's go back to live comments. Thank you again, Capstore. It's great to see you. Shout out to New Jersey. Again, Timothy, great to have you. Charles, hey Sam. I'm all settled down in Tampa. Okay, shout out to you, man. Yeah, that was one of your plans to come down to Florida, and you made it. So congratulations, number one. You're in Tampa. Shout out to you and Suitcase and Gas Money. He goes, it has its positives, but I wouldn't say I'm 100% sold on Tampa Bay area. Me neither. I mean, for those who watch my channel, overall, I don't like the west coast of Florida, period. If you're going to be in the west coast of Florida, you want to be in Naples or Marcos Island, which is south of Tampa. But even those areas, they don't really inspire me. You got to come to the east coast of Florida. I would say somewhere between Palm Beach County, Boca Raton, or even the Treasure Coast. Even Melbourne is a nice area too, Melbourne Beach. So, yeah, but at the West Coast, love and respect to everyone out there. Again, I got a great member, Suitcase and Gas Money. Good people. And it's like everywhere. Like I know when I say New Jersey is a disaster, or this is a disaster, I know people, if they live there, they get offended. But please remember, when I say that, it's just my personal preference. And I want to share with you guys, for those who don't come, everyone tells you this place is great, this place is great. Look, South Carolina is a disaster, other than Hilton Head. North Carolina, a little bit better, but not. Virginia, guys, look, the whole East Coast is a disaster, other than Southeast Florida, in my opinion. In my opinion. So let's go back to his comment. Just listen to Charles. Don't buy until you lived in an area for a few years, because it's different than the online reviews. He goes, I'm going to give it a chance, but I'm going to keep on exploring Florida. Yeah, explore. It's like everything, right? When you first meet someone, if it don't work out, you can try to make it work, but there's something that's not vibing. Now, I won't say, though, that things that maybe initially I was hesitant on that didn't work out. It's possible it could work out if you're not feeling it initially. But look, Tampa's got some bad areas. Everywhere's got bad areas, but yeah, Tampa's not tropical. Tampa is not tropical. There's good job opportunities in the Tampa area. There's 4 major hubs in Florida: Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Jacksonville. I wouldn't live in any four of those hubs. I would live an hour and a half out of those hubs in some offshoot town that's by the beach, that's not congested, and that has good economics and good money, because that's where you want to be. Good job. Keeping Up with Bree, the beautiful Keeping Up with Bree, uploaded a video today about her 26th birthday. Check it out, subscribe to her channel, leave a heart comment, and say, look, I'm pretty much cyber stalking you, okay, but you can block me at any time. Love to you, Keeping Up with Bree. Keep uploading and never let anyone make you feel insecure, because most people are a disaster. So if they're a disaster, they got no right to say anything to you. Love to you, Keeping Up with Bree. Capstar, thank you again. I hope you and everything that you want out of life is going as good as it can. Now, I know life is very unsatisfying. I felt it today. But I have to remember to be thankful, which I am. I have to remember to self care. I'm telling you right now, if you spend too much time indoors, you're going to get depressed. But I'm telling you right now, it's you got to also have a sanctuary. You got to balance it out, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. And that's why I may extend my stay. Love to you and gratitude, Capstar, and all my members, gratitude. Wandering off, aka Aline. Hey, don't go up north. Don't worry, you ain't got to tell me that twice. Laughing. It's so gloomy here. I know it doesn't get nice till June, and that's when my extended stay may expire, and then I'll reassess. In June, I can reassess. Look, that's another month. Maybe more properties come on the market. I see something. Maybe I decide to just go with the RV, or maybe I just extend my stay. And in June, maybe I make a slow migration up. I don't know, but 30 days, a lot happens in 30 days. So all I'm doing right now, guys, is buying time, getting tax write-offs, and willing to spend some of the gross profit to have a better tax advantage. That's it. She goes, I feel no energy. Yeah, without the sun, you're going to get energy. Now, too much sun, you're going to get sun blisters. So it's a balance. Blah. Yeah, I know that feeling. I am always online trying to figure out how to get back to Florida. I was there 3, 4 years ago. I had the same mindset. Even last year when I was trapped basically in New Jersey because of COVID, I felt the same way. Um, I did a video saying that I'd rather experience pineapples than pine trees. And what I can tell you is if you're from South Jersey, those are what they call the Pine Barrens. Now, I was from Central North Jersey, but I spent time in South Jersey. And what I could tell you guys, even South Jersey, maybe a little bit more relaxed in certain areas by the beach. Yeah, I don't. It's congested, man. There's only a few Starbucks. It's not popping. That's how I feel. But we take the good with bad. Keep pushing forward. I know you're in Minnesota, wandering off, aka Lean. All I can tell you is keep taking the steps to push forward, to get through another day. And that's all we can do. But I want to empathize with you guys. I felt very, again, unsatisfied with life today. Very disheartened. But I persevere. I push forward. And I try not to, really share that with anyone other than, when I'm on YouTube, because I don't want to make people feel bad. I want to be as positive as I can. Back to live comments. We got some good people here. Jersey Life, Lynn, D's in here, Frank and Cat. All right, where are you get back to live comments? Tony, you are right. A few grand in the overall scheme of things is not much. Peace of mind and lack of entanglement for the win. Tony, that's my guy. This guy's been with me a long time. Shout out to Canada, man. This guy gets me. Love to you, Tony, and gratitude. Yeah, look, man, for me at this point, did I take a L by not getting that condo? I don't know. Like I say, if that leak was something, it's possible I'd take that L, because if I would have got that condo, I probably would have closed very soon, and I would have only had to stay at the hotel for a week or so, and I would have moved right into there, and the recurring fees on that were less than $1,000 a month. And I would have had a home base for the long term. So it's possible I took a L. Uh, uh, but look, at this point, when you take a L, you don't go back. What can you do? You take the L. Now again, their contract can fall through, whatever. But all I can do is go forward. I can't go backwards. So my mindset is, look, I can get down. I can get in this depressed mode, but it ain't gonna change shit. So what's my game plan? I said, all right, well, what can I kind of reserve without long-term commitment? And so I looked, I can reserve 30 nights at the hotel and cancel at any time up to 24 hours before the reservation. So I booked that today. Okay. Um, and I say next week, if there's something I want to change, I can change it as long as I change it by like I don't know, Tuesday night or something. And so at least that kind of gives me peace of mind. Like if I don't change my mind, I'm pretty much good till June. And then in June I'll do the same thing. I'll do the reassessing. So for me right now, I want to stay out of entanglements until I'm ready to commit to a property, because uh, you know I'm not committing to 6 months to rental, or if I do a rental, it's only going to be to the end of the summer, because in at the end of August I'm going to head up north regardless to see my mother for a few weeks. So I'm not going to commit to a long-term rental. I don't want to go through that whole process if I'm not going to commit to it. If I get the Class B, I could get that within a week. I can get a camping membership and then do that for 2 weeks and come to a hotel. So I mean, I'm thinking about that too. I just don't know if I want to dump 70 grand into an RV. If I'm not really digging the RV life. Now, I don't know if I'm really digging the hotel life, because I will say after 4 days, I kind of got like the walls closing in on me. Then you start to hear, even in a nice hotel, some neighbors are louder. Um, again, you're just more lethargic. So I'm trying to feel this out too, that staying in a hotel for an extended period, it kind of makes me almost be like a home base. How would I react? How is my lifestyle going to change? And I'm kind of testing the waters. Obviously, the first couple days I can't really test them because I was recovering from the second shot of the vaccine. Now, fourth day, I'm kind of like back to normal. So, it's back to the gym. I was back to doing what I need to do. And so now, today I was trying to feel like, man, am I feeling this? And I said, well, I'm not going to be able to tell yet. I got to do this for several days. And then maybe, like I said, maybe 30 days. And then after that, I'll kind of know, like, look, this is too long to be in one spot. I'm not that guy. Or I'm going to say, I got to have some type of home base and just wait till something comes up and keep buying time. Or I'm going to say, look, fuck it. I'm spending, 50, 70 grand on a Class B and I'm out. Again, the travel trailer I don't see, because the travel trailer, if I'm not RVing, I don't know if I want to get into a storage, you know, uh, unit thing, because that's where I have to put it if I'm not going to use it. So, everything has that, pro and the con. So all I'm doing now is extending the stay to buy time. That's all I'm doing. Love to you guys. Twister. What would you say Tampa is missing at Charles? Atmosphere, tropical environment, the living of it, a local lifestyle. Tampa is like an industrial um, trap house. It's got a palm tree here and there. It's got some restaurants and stuff. It's got the golf, but it's not the juice. Okay, it's not the J Lo. It's the, you know what I mean. It's like the Nikki Glazer. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like Hulk Hogan. It's nothing but like, drugs and Corvettes. You know what I mean? It's not popping, in my opinion. Again, good people there, but that's kind of a little bit like how I feel in my mind. Twisted. I'm really interested in exploring Florida in the future. Well, here's my pro tip: skip the Panhandle, skip the central part of Florida because there's no beach, and head right to the coast. And the difference between the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean is the Atlantic Ocean is the ocean. Okay, the Gulf of Mexico is basically like the backwash of a 40-ounce beer. It's not much pop in there. So what I would tell you is, that should narrow down your search. But everyone likes their own thing. D. Wow, Charles, that was fast. Hey, guys, I could have told him it would have been even faster. But everyone's got to experience it for himself. Franklin Cat, missed you last night. That's all right. Enjoyed my day off too much. I'm not mad at you. You work hard. You got to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Whether you extend the stay, whether you sleep later. Look, again, like, being indoors more, I definitely felt you feel a little bit more depressed, feel a little bit more lethargic. But I have to push myself. Same thing like when I'm in the car. It's like I know I can discipline myself because I do it. So I just have to change my disciplines. Instead of moving every quickly and being forced to do this or that, I just have to move my body, and I can do it. Because all I have to do is just reset my disciplines. But I'm in this transition, right? So look, long-term car living is not for me at this point. It's not my goal. My goal is to just keep buying time until I can add more comfort, keep a level of flexibility, and see what that looks like. I don't know yet. So obviously, if I have to do the car living, I'll do it. I already did it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to do it if I don't have to do it, because I just I'm not there mentally, just not where I want to be. So, it too, like extending the stay kind of makes me discipline myself to change because, I cannot extend the stay and just go back in a car and fight the elements and keep it moving. But I just don't want to do that because it's like I'm not in that mode, and if I'm not in the mode, I'm just doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it. Could I save more? Yes. But at a certain point, after you've saved and worked, it's like, no, look, I like saving more. I like being cheap, but I'm not gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go crazy on it because it's not where I'm at. So I'm disciplining myself even to spend more money because, like I said, guys, hoarding money and saving money could be an obsession. Have you ever see people call Dave Ramsey? Like you're broke and you hear someone call Dave Ramsey, like, "Oh, I got $100,000 in a savings account. I can't spend it. Help me, Dave. Help me, Dave." Like this fucking bastard, right? So, it's the same thing. So it's like, everything can become an obsession. You can get having eating disorder. You can have a pornography addiction. You could have whatever. Everyone gets obsessed, right? So for me, it's like, you can get obsessed with being cheap. Now, again, some people are forced to live cheap because they have no option. I understand that. Like I said, I got family members who live in a hotel, but they don't pay $3,000 a month. They pay $300 a month because they're on subsidies. So everyone has their own story. What I've learned is not my job, or I cannot share everyone's story. I can only be true to my story. And my story is I'm extending the stay, or at least reserved to extend the stay. I could cancel. I want that flexibility because I'm not into car living anymore, period. And I'm trying to transition to see what I want to do next, and I'm just buying time. And, for some people, that's a disappointment because they're deep in car living or they're tired of the regular life. And for some people, they get it and they're just like, do you? I'm just looking at you because I want to have sex with you. Or my life bores me and you entertain me. Or some people, look, guys, there's just nothing to watch on YouTube. I was watching YouTube before this, man, ain't nothing on. So look, again, if you got no idea what to do, just show up and smile because most people, guys, they don't even have the energy to show up, man. So let's take hydration break, go back live comments. Click that thumbs up. We got 81 people watching. Thank you again, Capstar, for the super chat. Love to. Back to the live comments. D. Hey, Sam. What makes those East Coast places a disaster? Um, well, let's see. Well, again, New Jersey, growing up had good economics, good diversity. It kind of still does, but it's a metropolitan area that only has nice weather a couple months out of the year, and it's just in the nice weather times in New Jersey, everyone flocks to the same places, the beaches and the lakes. And because people have been hibernating all year round, the demand for the beach areas and the nice areas is very high in the summer. So you can't even enjoy the nice weather because there's too many people. If you Google Maps New Jersey, it's a very small state. Okay, so just like I tell you guys, if you Google Maps Israel, if you Google Maps North Korea, these are very small places in the world. Sometimes they're always in the news, right? But these are very small places. New Jersey's very small. New York City is fucking like this. But what it is just a lot of people in a condensed area, and there's a lot of politics. You know what I mean? But that's all it is. Um, so when you have all these people in a small area, everyone's doing the same thing. There's not enough room to like breathe. Okay, and then when you go south, what's south? Delaware, guys, you pretty much sneeze and you blow right past Delaware. Okay, there's nothing in Delaware, guys. So, and then what's next? Maryland. I knew some good people from Maryland. Shout out to them. But Maryland, look, it's got crab cakes. It's got good economics because you got Maryland, D.C. There's a lot of money flowing from the federal government. Everyone from Maryland or D.C., someone in their family works for the government, right? And it keeps money flowing. It doesn't matter private business or public, because I worked for a private company out of Fairfax, Virginia, and we all had government contracts. So That's where the money flows there. But that's a hustle and bustle. It's a bottleneck driving through DC area. And then you go south from there, you go Virginia, West Virginia. Guys, West Virginia is like backwards country, okay? If you live in West Virginia, guys, you are either addicted to meth or some type of drugs, or you know someone that is, and there's nothing good for your mental health in West Virginia. It's a shithole, okay? So let's go south from there. North Carolina. North Carolina is like a progressive South. Okay, depending on what spot you go, there's like a progressive mindset, right? But there's also still there's nothing to really make you excited other than like the Charlotte Bobcats. Okay, it's like, what am I gonna do? And you ain't gonna do nothing. So what do? You go to South Carolina. Then you go to South Carolina. You say, oh shit. Other than Hilton Head, where all the Northerners come to vacation, this place is shithole. Backwards. Okay, it's very much good people, very Southern hospitality, but it is a backwards culture. You know what I mean? And so Georgia, Georgia is like that. There's a big migration in Georgia. There's different pockets of Georgia, different demographics, but there's not much there as far as like a tropical life. It's just a country life. Some of it's progressive, some of it's backwards. They're kind of like going through a transition on, the mindset of Georgia, right? And then you come into Florida. Florida's the tourist state. It's the party state. Okay, so I mean, for me, I just already broke it down. Like, where would you want to be? To me, right off the door, Florida, right? So then you just got to figure out what part of Florida, because you want to be where the party is, right? Who else doesn't want to be where the party is? Okay. So now you say, all right, that's why I want to go to Miami. You go to Miami for a bachelor party, okay, or to meet Fat Joe. But you don't go there to live there, okay? You go there to party there. You live outside the city limits. You don't go to Tampa to live there. You go to Tampa to see the Super Bowl, okay? And so, you have to understand the dynamics. And so pretty much you can go west, okay? But guys, the west, again, like, you could skip pretty much every state and go right to California, Southern Cal. Taxes are high, politics, wildfires, and it's a Mediterranean vibe. I don't like Mediterranean. I like tropical. So, again, if Florida wasn't here, I'd probably go San Diego. But Florida's here, and all the states inland, they don't inspire me because there's no beach. Even Orlando doesn't inspire me. There's no beach. I'm gonna do a video about Sanford, Florida. Guys, place a shithole. Hate to say it. But I'm trying to show love and respect, but I want to look on you. I got to tell you guys how it is. I know you got some children that live in Sanford, or you upset. What I could tell you is this, guys. Okay. You have to decide in life a couple things. Number one, okay, is do you want to live by the beach? If you want to live by the beach, you just narrowed your search. So you say, yeah, I'm a 49-year-old MILF. Okay, I want to experience passion again. Okay, because your husband ain't got no passion. So you go on Tinder or whatever, Match.com, whatever's popping now, and you filter your search. That you want a guy between 25 to 35. You want him at least 6 foot. That's your filter. Okay. When you want to live by the beach, guys, you filter states. What state doesn't have a beach? Fucking throw it out the window. Like some of you girls say you don't care about looks, but you'll never date a guy that's 5'2" or shorter. So you filter that. He's like, I'm not dating him, too short. So all I can tell you is you got to filter your search engine. And if you know you want to live by the beach, there's your biggest filter. And you say, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to Tampa. The Gulf of Mexico is a different vibe than the Atlantic Ocean. So you got to understand that. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Keeping up a Bree, love to you, love back to you. Jersey Life Lynn. Good evening, Sam, and good evening to everyone in the room. Great to have you. Another beautiful, very smart woman. D, happy birthday, Bree. Yep, Bree's making it happen. 26, got a popping, very intelligent, making her money, living a dream. Keeping up with Bree says, thanks, D. Frank Cat. You're right, Sam. I spent yesterday mowing my lawn, doing laundry. Well, doing laundry is not bad. I did that today. And drying my clothes on the lawn outside. I'm not mad at that. I do the dryer. I'm not hanging stuff up, but I respect it. So I ended up spending the majority of my day outside. That's positive. It was great. Yeah, that's positive, Frank and Cat. Good job. D, hey, Jersey Life Lynn. Jersey Life Lynn says, hey, D. Hand wave emoji. Twister. Out of those 4 Florida hubs, which would you be your favorite? Miami. because Jacksonville is not tropical, and Jacksonville has some bad areas. Orlando has no beach, and Tampa is for Super Bowls, not for super living. So Miami, but you don't want to be in Miami because it's too congested. You want to be outside of Miami, and there's plenty of suburbs outside of Miami within a mile, within a hour and a half radius that you can live in a vida loca, like on a low key style, and that's the type of life I'm living. Good job. D, Sam, can you share the location of the mobile home? I would be very happy there. Was it just across the street from the beach? It was just across the street from the beach, but it's already pending under contract. So it's not even available anymore. I made that video about a week or so ago, actually. So the exact location, I don't know if I would give out, only because I don't know. Not that it really matters, but I would just say southern East Coast. But the bottom line is it's not available. If it was still available, then I would say, hit me up. But it's not even available. And that went under contract about 2 days after being online, and so I was looking at it, but then as soon as I went to look at it, it pretty much went under contract. But if I would have bought that, I probably wouldn't even did the video because I probably want to keep my home base somewhat private. Um, um, but yeah, it was a good deal, and that's why some people said like negotiate the price. You ain't negotiate that price. That thing went under contract for asking, and they may even got above. So within like a couple days, guys, the market right now, if you can get something under 150 that's even decent, you ain't negotiating that price. Not unless there's a major issue. Getting something by the beach for under 150,000 in a decent area, it's almost unheard of. Even getting a reservation for an extended stay at a hotel by the beach is like almost unheard of. So, love TD. Twister. Good evening, Jersey Lifeline. Twister. Happy birthday, babe. Jersey Lifeline. How are you, Twister? Twister. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you at Jersey Life? Wandering off. We stayed 4 months in an RV in Venice, Florida. Okay. 5 people in a camper. Whew, that'll make you want to divorce everyone. It was great. Flexibility, mobility, RV life, living great too. You don't like your neighbor's environment? Just turn your key. Yeah, I don't know. Well, one is I give you a lot of credit. 5 people living in an RV may be good for 5 months. 5 years, it'd be a disaster. And what I've learned in living in an RV, it is true that you could turn your car and go, but when you have an RV, you're pretty much going to have to stay at campgrounds. And when you stay at campgrounds or RV parks, none of them are really private. There's some exceptions. And even if you're going to stealth park, I don't know, man. I don't know if privacy is an illusion too. Like I say, sometimes I can hear my neighbors even in a hotel, uh, a condo or an apartment or even a single family house. Everyone knows their neighbors. So it's just different. But what I can tell you is obviously, yes, when you have an RV, the greatest asset is it's on wheels. You can move it. But the biggest liability is you can only move it to so many locations because it's an RV. It's not meant to be parked everywhere. So eventually you have to park somewhere, and you're normally going to end up parking in an RV park or campground. And over time, you're going to realize that there's not much privacy in those places. You can hear dogs barking very loud. Um, and I don't know, like I said, I'm not sold on that either. I'm not sold on anything, man. I'm just extending my stay buying time. I mean, every lifestyle has a pro and a con. And I think I'm trying to wrap my head around that because I'm trying to figure out a life that doesn't have like aggravation. And what I realized is, that life don't exist in this world. You know what I mean? So, like every day I'm asking God, take me, man. That's not but I try to stay positive. Try to stay positive. So, and look, when I've been close to death, you don't want to die. It's true, but I want to stay positive. And what I can tell you is, lifestyle is an individual choice, man. And what works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. And what works for 5 months may not work for 5 years. But that's life. I mean, it's the same thing with me. What worked for me 5 years ago wouldn't work for me now, and vice versa. So, obviously, I share my opinions and my experience on this channel, but I leave room for everyone to make their own decision because there's no perfect decision, and everyone is different. And everyone's circumstance is different, right? So, um, if you have your own business, there's different ways that may benefit your lifestyle and give you a greater tax deduction. If you don't have your own business, owning may beat renting. Um, yeah, there's so many different aspects, right, that people don't really touch on that really affect how you're going to live, from economics to quality of life to location to flexibility to family size, um, to again, there's so many things, location. Again, you're not going to live in an RV if you're in Minnesota, right? Not all year round. Same thing with Jersey. So all those things vary. And if you live in an RV, you turn your keys, but if a windstorm comes, if a tropical storm comes, you're vulnerable. So you have to move. And what I've learned is I know a lot of people that live in RVs now from this lifestyle, and most of them don't move. Very few people, guys, move constantly because it's costly, it's aggravating, and humans are creatures of habit. They'll move for a couple months, but they won't move for a couple years. So what they eventually do over the course of a couple years, once they've traveled for a couple years, is they find the areas that they like the most, and then they either circle around those areas or they get planted in those areas. And that's the biggest myth with the nomad life. The nomad life starts off as this great adventure, and it is. But after about 2 years, you've seen everything you wanted to see. And then you basically circle around the same places you like most because you're not going to do this continuous loop. It's not reality because humans are creatures of habit. So, that's again my experience. There's always exceptions. My man Charles. I took a bike ride through Clearwater Beach, and that place is crowded. Yeah, it's pretty much like Seaside, New Jersey. Not my thing. Charles, the bike trails seem a little lame. Yep. Sam was right about the stagnant water in the bay. No energy off that bay, man. Smells like ass. I could have told you that. However, moving, you still winning. Yeah, moving from Michigan to warm Tampa is a definite plus. Yeah, you still winning, man. That's a good way to focus on a positive, man. Good job, Charles. Congratulations again, brother. Very proud of you. Jersey Lifeline at Twister. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Jersey Lifeline, love you. Charles, I've been living here for a week, and this has been my first impression. Your first impression is usually your truth. Obviously, there's exceptions, but usually the energy that you feel initially, there's something to that. You know what I mean? Even when I shop for home bases, a lot of times in the initial vibe, I kind of know if it's got a shot or not. So, when I go into a new town, the vibe, you get the energy, and obviously you learn more. But oh my God, I'm missing super chats out the wazoo. You guys didn't tell me. Timothy, forgive me for being late. He goes, uh, it's obvious you have multiple options covered with your future. You are an intelligent guy, so I am sure in the end you will play your cards right. Coffee is on me tomorrow, my new friend Timothy. Thank you with gratitude. Forgive me for being late. I got my laptop up. I don't know why I didn't see that. Forgive me, man. Thank you, Timothy. New member, very gracious of you. Thank you for those kind words, man. And Marcel, all the way from the Eurozone, $20 Eurozone chat. It's official. I'm a certified personal trainer. Get all the big chicks from Planet Fitness in shape. I'm looking to get my career up and running. Thanks for all your support. Well, congratulations and hand clap emoji to you. What I could tell you is this, Marcel, never forget, a personal trainer is nothing but a therapist, and the number one job of a therapist is to make people feel comfortable. Because when you're out of shape, going to the gym is very intimidating. So you put a smile on your face and you remember your biggest job is to show them how to use the machines and make them feel safe. That is the job, okay, of any counselor, trainer, nurse. When you're a nurse, your number one job is to make the patient feel at peace because they're already scared. Now, there's some nasty patients, I know that. But overall, they're scared. They got a, what do they call it? They got a thing in their thing. They got a, what do they call that thing? Um, when you can't go to the bathroom by yourself, and you put that tube through your penis or your vagina, you're scared. You're sitting on a hospital bed, you're scared. And so the greatest gift of a caretaker is care. Obviously, look, there's medicine, okay, there's science, but there's emotion, human emotion. And tapping into human emotion is the key to connecting with others. And the only way you connect is if someone feels safe with you. Because if they don't feel safe with you, they run from you. Okay. And so obviously that's how a lot of con artists get their hustle on because they know how to play this game. But that's why I'm trying to put the curtains up on it. The hustle is you make someone feel safe, and then you could either enhance their life for the better or you can hustle them. Okay. So the bad part about life is, guys, there's people out there that want to manipulate you. Now, sometimes they don't want money out of you. Sometimes they, whatever, they want you to date them. They want you to do something for them. They want you to fix their sink. And look, sometimes, guys, that you just want some ass. Sometimes people just want some money. How many people were they nice to so they can get a discount on a renovation? How many people were you nice to just so you can have a shot, okay, to sleep with them? How many people manipulate people not for money, but for something they want out of? Everyone does. Okay. Everyone is a manipulator. Okay. And so what I can tell you is this, guys. Everyone is human. Okay. And everyone who was a manipulator left the chat. Within the 1 minute that I was saying that, 30 people left the chat. Those 30 manipulative bastards that ruin their life, they ruin the life of other people. They're the ultimate con artist. Because if they can't handle it, guys, they can't handle the truth. Okay. So what we're talking about now is being a personal trainer. Okay. And what I can tell you is make people feel safe, show them how to use the machines, and don't talk too much. If you want to know how to get in the panties, if you want to know how to succeed in life, you show up, you smile, and you shut the fuck up. Okay. And if you can remember that, you go far in life. Okay. But I'm telling you right now, when you start talking too much, people leave the chat and then they come back in because they realize they ain't got shit else to do. Huh, yeah. They start looking around and say, oh, I ain't got nothing else to do. Let me go back in this chat. Okay. And what I can tell you is this, as they file back in, kick them back out because they ain't going to change and you ain't going to change. And that's how you wake up 10, 15 years after marriage and say, you know what? I don't care if I only got 10 good years left. I want to live alone. Okay. And what I can tell you is this, whether you're living in a hotel, a renovated house, okay, or a trap house, okay, life sucks enough. Don't make it harder on yourself. Don't live with people you hate. Don't live with master manipulators. Don't live with con artists. You got enough people trying to get your money. You don't need some more people trying to get your money. Guys, that costs $3,000 a month plus tax to stay in this hotel per month, okay? Last thing you need is someone else in your pocket. Okay. So what I can tell you is this, guys. Forgive me for being late on these super chats. D, $3 super chat. Thank you, D. D, thank you for your love and appreciation. Ryan, $5 super chat. So much idle time in cold states. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. What advice do you have until I can make it to Florida? Put on 3 layers of clothes and walk every night. I walked my fat ass, okay, in 0 below weather, with Under Armour compression leggings, 3 layers of sweatpants, 2 layers of socks, a ski mask, and a hoodie. You have to get the winter gear accessories, and you have to go out there and walk. And the main thing is you got to get like the compression underclothes with the ski mask to cover your mouth and your nose, and the hat. Keep your head and your feet warm, and around your neck, get the scarf. Listen to music and burn the night away, okay? Because once your blood gets flowing, your body temperature levels out. But when you sit in your house and you look at the sheetrock walls, I even felt it today sitting in this hotel. I said, let me get my big ass up, okay? And a lot of people leave the live chat when I say, you know what, you got a house, but that's why you're depressed, because you sleep all day. You were better off homeless. Now, you weren't probably better off homeless, but people sit all day. Lack of movement is depression. So I don't care if you're in Minnesota, Canada, or Tampa. I was in South Florida today, guys, and I almost sat too long. It's a discipline, it's a mindset. So hopefully that helped you. Thank you again, everyone. Forgive me for being late. Ryan, thank you. D, thank you. Marcel, very gracious, and I'm so proud of you, Marcel. Congratulations, brother. Very, very proud of you. Timothy, you've been a great addition to the channel. Thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude to everyone, guys. All right, let's take a hydration break. We'll go back to live comments in order. Hopefully these videos help you in some way. Um, Twister, laughing. The closest beach to me is Galveston Beach, 12 hours away. It literally looks like Houston's sewer dump, but nice. Yeah, what I could tell you is this, guys. 12 hours is a long time. So, God bless you, Twister, but you got a positive attitude, man. I read your comment today, very uplifting comment. And thank you for your gracious spirit that you got. You got a good spirit, Twister. You're a fighter, and you'll figure it out. When I read the person's comment, I'd say, well, this person's got what it takes. And I read your comments, and then what I can tell you is you got what it takes. You'll figure out your life. You will. You will. You're a very smart guy. Um, Twista at Charles. Twista anytime. Prayer emoji. Love to you. Twista at Jersey Life. Charles, I hear you. I've seen Galveston Beach too, and it didn't seem too impressive. Laughing. No offense to anyone. No offense taken. I agree. Charles, looked like Galveston tried to copy the Santa Monica Ferris wheel too. Shout out to Seaside, New Jersey. They had a Ferris wheel, got wiped out with Hurricane Sandy. Twister, Sam, you're breaking down Florida better than 100 realtors. They won't tell you the truth. They're manipulators, I hate to say it. On YouTube, trying to sell their condos to guys. They want you to feel safe. I'm trying to tell you a real deal, guys. Thank you, man. Frankie Cat. I've lived by the beach when I lived in California for a couple of years. San Clement, forgive me for saying that wrong. It was pretty cool. Thank you for sharing, Frank Cat. Timothy, thank you again. Marcel, thank you again, and congratulations, Marcel, and thank you, Timothy, for those gracious, gracious words. Franklin Cat. San Clement was where I almost decided to live in my car. A lot of people in California live in their vehicles. Why? It's a moderate, warmer temperature. And temperature is everything when you're living a primitive life because it makes it more comfortable. But ended up coming back to Texas. Still trying to decide if that was the best idea or not for almost 4 years now. Well, that's interesting. Well, one is you can't go backwards, right? So we have to go forward. I've been beating myself up a little bit. So, man, should I just took in that condo? But I said, gotta go forward. So all you can try to decide is what do you do next? And that's hard. And that's why I just extended to stay because I don't know what I want to do next. All I want to do now is kind of buy time until I figure that out. Good job. Keeping up, Aubrey. Honestly, Sam, I'm so excited to have new goals this year. It's awesome. Definitely want to get a car and a small studio apartment somewhere in Florida. Okay. Thank God I work in the medical field. A lot of people dying in Florida. You could definitely make a lot of money. I can go anywhere. The medical industry is one of the best industries. Medical and information technology for the win. Twisted. Nice. At Marcel. Yeah, congratulations, Marcel. Very much of an accomplishment. Keeping up rate, it's freedom. You're in a great industry. You're young. You're smart. You're beautiful. You got the world by the balls. Frankie Cat. Congrats, Marcel. I agree. Twisted. How do you plan on finding a job? I'm finishing up university and also want to go to Florida for my next move. At Bree. Yeah, well, I'll let Bree answer that, but I think she's already in the medical field, and I think she's already worked a couple years. So it's like everything. That's why I always tell you guys start. Once you start, and once you network, and once you have work experience, it's easier to get a job. The best time to get a job is when you have a job. And then pretty much once you start working, pretty much you go on Indeed.com, LinkedIn, and you start searching whatever job title you're at or the next one above it. And before you know it, you keep showing up, you keep applying to different jobs, and you got a lot more options. It's true. D, thank you again for the fist bump, super sticker, super chat. You've been very gracious to me, D, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Keep it up, Aubrey. Honestly, at Twista, I have so much experience in the medical field that it wouldn't be hard for me to find a job. It's a great industry. Keep it up, Ray. Twister. Indeed, so many job opportunities and hospitals are looking for people who are always understaffed. Yep. Even if you're not in the medical industry, remember every hospital has to have administrators, secretaries, security job officers, maintenance techs, so plumbers, electricians, etc. Marcel, thanks, Twister, at Frank and Cat. Twister. Oh, nice. You must be killing it. Yeah, I've been looking everywhere, including Indeed, but the fact that I have zero experience is killing me. Yep, that's the biggest killer. Chances with everyone. It's true. Look at a very entry level position. The quicker you pay your dues, the quicker you improve your pay. Good job. D, congrats. Good job. I agree, Marcel. Congratulations. Thank you, D, for that encouragement. Timothy, thank you again, brother. Timothy at Marcel, good luck and enjoy your new career. Timothy, you're very positive. You're very much appreciated. Thank you for your gracious words, not only for myself, but for people in the chat. God bless you, Timothy. Twister. I'll definitely look into hospital work, though I appreciate that. Thank you. Twister. God bless you, Sam. God bless you too. Appreciate you. My man, Keith. What's up, brother? Keith. I appreciate you also, man. All we can do, Keith, is take life one day at a time. And we keep showing up. And right now, the motto of my life is just buy time and self care. So I'm extending this day simply to buy some more time and to work on myself while I figure out the next step. Frankencat, I know how to get into pennies. All right now, Sam, one leg at a time. Well, hey, I ain't mad at that. Good job, Frankencat. Ryan, God bless you, brother. Thank you again for that graciousness. Yeah, it was a great question. Like I said, if you're not willing to walk in 30-degree weather, it'll be too hot in 90-degree weather. What I've learned is when it's too cold, people don't walk, and when it's too hot, people don't walk. And when it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit and the weather is perfect, people go for a walk, but it's not even enough to sweat. And so most people, they never sweat and they never live life. Frankencat, kidding, laughing, I got you. My man Hal, the hotel industry expert, okay? And what I could tell you is pro tip MMF, get your discount, okay? Because if you're going to do an extended stay, you make a discount. How about Sammy? You look very refreshed. I'm going to sit my big ass in this hotel, but I got out for some walk today. I worked out. He goes, hope the hotel is treating you right. They're doing pretty good. The maids are very nice. Check with the front desk about the green option. I've never even heard of that. I'll have to look into that. Thank you for all the pro tips, brother. Congratulations. How's your new apartment, man? Are you painting it all up? Are you feel inspired? Thank you, Hal. I've been thinking about you as I've been in this hotel because this is your industry, man. You know it. I'm new to this game, but I did my laundry today in the hotel. I did go to Planet Fitness. I didn't work out in the gym because Planet Fitness just has more exercise machines that I use, more weights. And I had to push myself to go for a couple more walks because it's true when I'm living in my vehicle, I'm more outside. So while I've rested more here, I haven't been outside as much as I would like, and the window that I have in the hotel doesn't open, and I like fresh air. So it has some negatives, and that's why I'm not committed long term to be indoors. And I'm still trying to figure out my home base, guys. Maybe my home base is the RV lot because I'm still kind of outdoors more. You know, I'm not really keen on buying an RV, but I'm not really keen on everything about the indoor life. I don't know. All I'm doing is buying time. Thank you again, Hal, and everyone. You've been very gracious to me, guys and girls. Frankie Cat. Had to make myself laugh there. Hey, if you don't make yourself laugh, believe me. You know what? Guys, I want to try to be gracious and kind, but if I'm not able to have a little bit of fun, guys, I might as well be married with 5 kids and be in debt and just sit there and shut up. And I'll tell you this, guys, that's not going to happen. I'll do it with the money bag. And I do love everyone. I do want the best for everyone. And I mean that. It's not a manipulative game. But I'll tell you right now, in my personal time, that's where we're at right now. And on this channel, I want to show respect, but I also want to have fun. And if some people, if it cuts too close to the bone, I understand. But all I can tell you is I'm not your guy. Guys, I'm not the guy. See, some people think I'm the guy. I'm going to come to their house. I'm going to redo their house. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to show them Florida. I'm not the guy. Okay. Guys, I'm not the guy. I'll leave you at the altar. Okay, I've done it before. I'll do it again. That's the type of guy I am, man. I'm not that guy. So, you know, they they think I'm. Yeah, guys, look. What I can tell you is what I just told. Let's take out and get upset. Get upset. That guy. Yeah, true. I hate to say it. Uh, a disaster. Um, Frank Cat had to make myself laugh. Keep doing you. It's my first day at work. Yeah, you got to fight through the pain. I understand life. I got to get a good attitude. That's right. Yeah, going so I can take care. I totally get it, Frank and Cat. Me and you on the same page. My man Marcel. Thanks all. You did a great job, Marcel. I'm looking to relocate back to the States, California, I believe, right? That's where I belong. I know you like California. Move out from my mom's and make some cash. I'm not mad at that. And find meaning in life. Well, what I can tell you, Marcel, is many people went on that journey, and you need to go on that journey. But what you're going to find is you're going to find red hot chili peppers. There ain't no meaning to life. You're going to find the same thing they wrote in the Bible in the book of Ecclesiastes. Life is meaningless. So make some money, take care of your health, visit your mom, FaceTime her. But other than that, ain't shit out here. Okay, it's just a big ball spinning around the sun. Okay, and basically, we're just trying to figure out where do we extend our stay until it's time to go. That's what life is. I hate to tell you. So in between that, you're gonna be a plant. Tell some big chicks how to use the machine. You're gonna have some fun. You're gonna have some bad days, some good days. But this is a journey we're all on. It's true. Yeah, hashtag I'll leave you at the altar. Never forget it. Good job, Al. D, I am not a manipulator. Never said you was. I don't believe you are. I love you, D. Marcel, I am considering Wisconsin. Well, you definitely ain't gonna find a meaning of life in Wisconsin, man. He goes, I am considering Wisconsin. God. He goes, that's where from originally. We'll definitely at least travel to Cali, though. Well, Marcel, I'll tell you this. I don't know everything. Okay? But if you find the meaning of life in Wisconsin, you got to do a YouTube channel because I'll watch that. Okay, good job, brother. I pray for you. Twisted, thank you, Sam. Prayer emoji to you. You're a positive person. My man, Hal. Sam, how is the hotel life? Positive and negative. Negative with regards to its makes you lazy, makes you a little bit more depressed, less fresh air. Positive where it's so convenient, it's so restful at night. Very hard to get this much comfort and go back to very much a primitive thing. But I had some, loud neighbors, I had a couple things. So, it has a give and take. Adam. Hey, Sam. Good to see you, Adam. Love to you, brother. Appreciate you coming in. You go say, Sam, how are you? Another $2,000 today heading home. Well, Adam, double money bag emoji to you. And if you're like me, you don't want to split it with anyone. So how do you double your money? Fold it, put it in your pocket. Good job, Adam. Good job, Charles. My dream is to live in Southern California someday, but Cali has its issues right now and terribly high cost of living. Fair point. That's a fair point. Uh, Marcel, buy my ebook, and you too can increase your testosterone. Uh-oh. Get all the ladies and be successful. Every snake oil salesman ever. I agree. Hey guys, look, the biggest hustle is to tell other people, pay me to show you how to hustle. The bottom line, guys, is you want to know how to make money? Show up, keep your mouth shut, and repeat step one. And most people won't do that. Most people won't show up, and they damn sure ain't gonna keep their mouth shut. And that's why most people money bag, it's like a penis in cold water. It's shriveled up. Okay, hate to say it. How? Yeah, I'm refreshed, but I don't know. I don't know. It's I'm trying to figure out my next step. I'm trying to figure out my next step of how, and everyone in the live chat, you guys, look, guys and girls, you've been very gracious to me. You didn't have to be. And so, all I can tell you is I hope my videos inform you, inspire you, or entertain you. One or the other. Thank you. Hal. It is an option to where if they don't clean your room, you get more points on your membership. Yeah, I don't know. With COVID, they don't give me room service. They don't clean my room every day. Only when you leave. This stay right now I'm on is only like 6 nights. I booked a reservation today for 30 nights next week. Now I could cancel it at any time, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. But right now, I think I'm going to stay till June. So I don't know yet though. But I'll keep that in mind. But to be honest with you, Hal, I don't like to bust chops. So I'm the type of guy, even if I can get a free night out of something, I don't want to bust anyone's chops. I don't want to bust a maid's chops. I don't want to bust a clerk's chop. I'm the type of guy, as long as someone don't bust my chops, I'm not gonna, I'll overlook some things. I'm not the type of guy where I'm gonna send my food back. I mean, I've done it before if there was a major issue. I'm just the type of guy, I just want to fly under the radar. I don't want to bother anyone. I don't want to be bothered. I'll pay a little bit extra. Like my man Tony was talking about, look, I could probably get cheaper Airbnb, but I got to be bothered with people. I'm the type of guy I don't want to be bothered. I'll pay a little bit more just to stay out the way. And so, but I appreciate you sharing. And I did sign up for the rewards on the app they have. How you said you signed up? Yep, for their membership. Yep. So you can earn. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to earn points like I do at Starbucks. I'm gonna spend the money anyway. Like guys, I'm going to Starbucks unless I become totally destitute. So I might as well get the rewards, right? So same thing with the hotels now. If they don't clean your room every day, I'll keep that in mind though, brother. Thank you. Keeping up a breed. Honestly, coming out of school, I didn't have much experience applying to a hospital, but sometimes show your personality because employers look for more genuine people when working with patients. Well, I agree. And the number one thing an employer looks at when you go on the interview is this person going to make my job harder? Is this person going to cause a problem with other coworkers? Are they going to cause a problem in the hospital? The number one thing your potential employer wants to know is you're not going to be a problem child. But if you come in there and you got a bad personality, you're like, oh, this person's going to make my life harder. How do you make more money? Don't make people's life harder. If you make people's life harder, I don't care how smart you are, your money bag, thumbs down. Okay. You can go so far in life by smiling, shutting up, and making people's life easier. Now, it's going to take a toll on you, but hey, being an asshole going to take a toll on you too, because you're going to be able to curse everyone out, but you ain't going to have no money. Now, unless you inherit money, you can be a prick. But even if you do that, I mean, why do you want to be a prick? Just stay out of people's way. That's how I look at life. I mean, I know some people, some people thrive on conflict. They do. I don't know why. God makes different people different way. But I thrive on peace. I don't want to be bothered. Don't bother me. Don't bother you. So, um, that's all. That's my best advice I can give. How? The apartment is doing me right. Awesome. Went on a 16-mile bike ride today. That's awesome, man. Water bugs are gone. You earned it, man. Great job. How? Hashtag, yeah, I'll leave you at the altar. Yeah, I'll do the opposite of Jagged Edge. I won't get married. I'll get a divorce. That's the song I would have sang. Okay. Jagged Edge, great R&B group. They had great songs. J.E. Heartbreak album, classic. They had this song called Let's Get Married. I got a song called Let's Get Divorced. Life's too short. Okay, we ain't getting no younger. Okay. Baby, let's get divorced. Okay. I ain't getting no younger. You ain't getting no younger. Okay. So I want to tell you right now, guys, that's the type of guy I am. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. I ain't got no reason. I'm not married to you. Why? Why? See, if I was married to you, I gotta lie. Yeah, I gotta tell you your food's good. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like you. I don't like you. You don't like me. Let's get divorced. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, click the thumbs up if you like that song. That's true. Uh, Adam had an awesome positive week at work. 2,000 days, man. You basically treated work like a game of Minecraft. You basically built your money bag up so big that you're winning at the game. And why is that good? Because you earned it. You did it in a positive, legal way. So you should never feel embarrassed. There's a scripture that says, the Lord gives wealth without guilt. When you do things the right way, you don't have to feel guilty about having money. You don't have to have survivor's guilt. Charles, 199 super chat. He's feeling that Grammy award-winning song called "Let's Get Divorced." What I could tell you is this, guys, that song is popping all the way in Tampa. Because if you know, like I know, getting divorced, like they have that saying that it's costs a lot of money, but it's worth every penny. Well, I hate to say it, but that's my opinion. Not saying it's true for everyone. Thank you. Keeping up a break. My ex-boss was married with 8 children. What was he, Mormon? I could imagine how stressed out he is. I would never want that life, to be honest. That's a big life, yeah. I agree. Keeping up a break. I try to be positive and not judge others, but I am just very happy. I don't have some of the lives other people. I literally am blessed to be single. Yeah, and I can tell that's not judgment because, you're just observing and then in your own private time, everyone judges. Like, guys, beautiful people. I have some big, ugly, yeah, guys, look, I hate to say it. I remember talking to my mom. Okay, my mom's big. Okay, she struggled with her whole life and she saw some other big girl at the pool. She goes, Sam, you see that big girl wearing that bikini? What's she doing wearing a bikini? I said, Ma, you're big too. Why are you going to judge it? Everyone judges everyone, guys. Fat girls judge fat girls, okay? And ugly guy, everyone judges everyone. So what I could tell you is this. You don't want to hurt people, okay? But when you're in your own personal space, you say, that motherfucker, what they doing? That's his life. So there's a scripture that says, don't eavesdrop on others, because you may hear others talking about you. So, guys, if you don't want to hear someone talking about you, don't eavesdrop. Okay, just realize that everyone's talking about everyone. Okay, so when you walk in a room and they're all laughing at you, you know what? That's just life. Okay, so I don't give a fuck. D. I live my meaning of life every day. That's awesome. And now with more joy since I clicked on your YouTube channel. Well, that's a very nice comment. Thank you, D. I appreciate that. I appreciate what you've shared with me. That sometimes my channel has helped you overcome a level of depression. And look, sometimes I still feel depressed. Today, I was kind of wishing I wasn't born. But you make the most of life and you take life one day at a time and you just keep self-caring, keeping up a break. Eventually, my life, well, and surrounding palm trees. Oh, yeah. Eventually, look, life is going to suck no matter what. But if it's going to suck, you might as well be looking at palm trees. That's true. Marcel, true Sam? It was only this past year that I realized this truth. Oh, yeah. Me and my mom read Ecclesiastes the other day. Oh, yeah. I can totally relate to it. To me, Ecclesiastes is one of the best books in the Bible. I would recommend the book of Proverbs. The book of Corinthians is interesting because even the Apostle Paul, who wrote most of the New Testament, he says, look, these aren't direct commandments from God. These are just my personal opinions based on my wisdom. So even in the Bible, there's some parts of it that say this is not a commandment from God. It's just my viewpoint. But some people take everything literally, like you have to follow literally. So, everything is subject to interpretation. D, Sam, why do you have a bad day? I don't know. Sometimes I ask about things as part of life. And I think I'm just honest enough to admit it. I don't take medication. Some people should take medication. They need it. But it's just life. Like I say, if they talked about this in biblical times, I mean, it's like it's just part of life, whether it's back in the day or now. Now, again, some people have higher problems where they may need medication, but it's just life. Life, whether you're doing good or bad or in the middle, it has its ups and its downs. The ocean has a high tide and low tide. So why? I don't know. So that's why sometimes I say, God, what are you busting? A lot of times today, I was like, God, man, what are you doing, man? What's this? But I try not to stay there. Why? Because what is it going to do? And I never share it with other people. I never try. Only when I'm by myself talking to them, I would never share it because other people got their own problems. But this is my time to vent, so I just share with you guys. But it's just life. Look at Robin Williams, how happy the guy was. Then he had problems or whatever, he hung himself. You can name a million people. Now they got problems. Some of them do, some of them don't. And some people just fake the funk their entire life. They stay in an unhappy place and they smile their whole way. Now I tell you, if you need to make money, just smile and shut up. But underneath every smile is sadness, but not all the time. Sometimes I'm truly inspired, truly happy. Sometimes I'm not. And it's just life. It's ups and downs. Um, I don't have an answer for everything. I just kind of try to be honest with how I feel. I try not to stay in a bad place. When in doubt, I go for a walk. Um, and like I say, living indoors, that's a little bit of a negative sometimes because, you got to get fresh air, sunlight, water, exercise. These are the things that keep you out of the dark hole of deep depression. But depression is just as much part of life as inspiration. It's both. And so if you're not depressed, you're not alive. If you're not inspired, you're not alive. You're both. That's the truth. See, I question anyone who's never depressed. They're on too much medication. What type of person is never depressed? I mean, something wrong with you. Now, what type of person is always depressed? It may not be on enough medication. I don't know. So it's like it's balance. I understand both extremes. But it's just balance. How hotel game is so different now with COVID. Yeah, it is. But a lot of people, even now, because a lot of people are vaccinated, like there was an older lady that was in the elevator. And so when I saw her go in the elevator, I decided not to get in. I was like, I'll wait for the next one because I don't want to be rude to her. But I had my mask on, she did. And she was like, no, you can come in. I don't care. And then when I came in, she goes, yeah, probably by now most people have the vaccine. I said, yeah, I just got actually my second vaccine the other day. And she goes, yeah, I got my vaccination in February. So I think with the vaccinations, a lot of people are less hesitant. A lot of people don't even wear masks anymore, at least down here. So uh, the hotel game is definitely back to a higher degree. Now, is it back 100%? No, but it's definitely coming back. Timothy, thank you again, Timothy, for your gracious tip. My dad always said, show up, shut up, and learn your job better than anyone else. That is wisdom, Timothy. Timothy Norman, thank you, brother. Very much appreciated. Great comment. Your father was very wise. D. Hal, sounds like you're living the good life. Hal earned it, man. He really worked hard to reinvent himself this year. Thumbs up. Charles, let's get divorced. I'm not going to argue with that. D. I'm living D. Amen. Fighting through depression, through inspiration. Just keep trying. Timothy, keep working hard at it, Adam. I agree. Congratulations, Timothy. Thank you for your positivity, brother. Keep it up, Bree. I've also had friends in my past that shame me for not helping them in hard times. Oh, they're manipulators. Guilt trip is the number one form of manipulation. Guilt trip is the number one form of manipulation. Very manipulative opportunist. Oh, yeah. Remember when you make it in life, you don't owe anyone anything. No, I mean, obviously, look, we all need help on our road to self sufficiency. But if someone helped you only to throw it in your face, the help came with strings. And when it comes with strings, that is a manipulator. That's an insecure person. I always tell you guys, who's your biggest enemy? The insecure person in your life. Your biggest enemy in life is the most insecure person in your life. Because insecure people, guys, they only do things to control you so that they can build up their security within themselves. And if they don't have security within themselves, guys, they're basically they're your number one enemy. I mean, so the biggest troll is an insecure, unhappy person. So that's what it is. How? $2 super chat. Blessed night, Sam. I'm beat. Enjoy that temperature control. I got on about 72, man. I put like 68 when I sleep, man. Hal, salute to you, brother. Thank you for all the pro tips. Congratulations on your awesome bike ride today. Good job self-caring. And have a peaceful night's sleep, brother, in your awesome new apartment. Very proud of you. My man Keith. Been showing up at FedEx for 31 years. Shout out to that retirement fund. Not bragging. Yeah, now you're sharing your testimony. You got to share it. Just agreeing with you keep showing up. 100 emoji. Your videos inspire me, educate me, and make me laugh. Good. Love you, Sam. Love to you too. Awesome testimony. 31 years, guys. That's awesome. Marcel, I agree. Society is quite good at hiding the darker side of life. Yep. We are discouraged from sharing our depression. Yeah. Again, there's different levels of depression. There's different levels of inspiration, but it's all part of life. And, you'll have to evaluate your own individual circumstance on the amount of help you need and, etc. What I've learned in life is the best thing you can do is not try to figure out everyone's life. No, try to figure out your own. Now, if you are a therapist and you're trying to figure out someone's life, you better damn sure share your life. There's a lot of therapists, they're going through a divorce, they're going through bad thoughts, and they don't share that. Well, why don't you share it? Because the way they get money is trying to sometimes act like they got it all together. No one has it all together. But again, you don't have to have it all together to be a therapist. You don't have to have it all together to be a personal trainer. You know how many personal trainers I see? They're out of shape. So, guys, look, you don't have to be perfect to help others, okay? But, to help others is to share your testimony, whether it's sharing 31 years of experience at FedEx or sharing that, you had some bad thoughts today, but you know what? You did what you needed to do and you didn't hurt anyone. So some people want to hear it. Some people want to watch the Hallmark Channel. I don't judge either one. Okay. All I can tell you is I'm just trying to mind my business on my own YouTube channel in my own hotel room. Some people connect with what I'm saying, and some people hate it. Uh, I understand both, but I say if you hate it, there's a million other channels. If you love it, click the thumbs up and thank you for the support. Okay, that's the bottom line. But yeah, Anthony Badorn. Yeah, he was rich, successful, famous, but he also committed suicide. Yeah, I'm still upset about suicide. Yeah, a lot of people take that. A lot of people who struggle with depression themselves take the suicide of someone else very serious because they say, well, if this person lost hope, what does that mean for me? Especially if that person was always trying to be positive. Like Anthony Bourdain, like Robin Williams. I know a lot of depressed people. When Robin Williams committed suicide, they went crazy. Now they found out that he did have some issues with a disease. They said, well, that's why he did it. But the truth is, the guy struggled with depression his whole life. So, that's why I don't like people who always act like everything's good, man. Because it's like, come on, B. But at the same time, I don't like when everyone always like acts like the world's falling in. Life is both good and bad. All you can do is try to make the most of it. You got to move forward. I'm not saying you should walk around telling other people your burdens all the time. Because don't nobody want to hear our shit. Everyone's got their own problems. But it is good to know that, Kim Kardashian's just as fucked up as you. She got money, but she divorced Kanye. So, hey, Gail, $5 super chat all the way from her Prius. Good to see you, Gail. Bad times always has a way of creeping up. Yeah, Gail knows life, but stay strong. Yep, she knows life. You seem to be doing good. Stay in a hotel. Wow. Thank you, Gail. Love to. How are you doing, Gail? Back in your Prius? And I'm very interested in if you want to share. Now, Gail's been in an apartment for probably about 8 months. And then, like last week or so, she got back to living in her Prius. So I'm very interested, Gail, on what your perspective is uh, after going back on the road. Are you inspired? Are you depressed? Has it let you down, or has it reinvented and reignited your passion? Um, yeah. How do I feel being in a hotel for 4 days? Some parts are depressing because I'm indoors more, less fresh air, but some parts are very peaceful. Sleep better, temperature control, way more convenient. So all I'm doing now is extending my stay because I'm not committed, past, I can cancel even my reservation. But I'm also trying to figure out, right, if I extend my stay, it's like being in a condo. Okay, so if I'm in a condo for 30 days, how would I react? And I'm trying to figure that out. Um, so, in one sense, after 4 days, I was like, I don't know if I want to be here long term. But at the other sense, I don't know if I want to go back in the car. And in the other sense, I don't know if I want to buy. So I'm in this Bermuda Triangle of nomad life where I'm not sure where I want to go. So my goal now is to basically go nowhere with a long-term commitment. It's just to buy more time and extend this day. Thank you very much, Gail. I would love to hear your perspective, but if you don't want to share, I understand that too. Uh, Marcel. Robert Bly talks about sweet and poisonous fruits. I never heard of him. I have to look that up. He goes, that's the duality of life. Yeah. Oh, I agree with the duality of life. Thank you for sharing, Marcel. And thank you again for your gracious tip. Marcel says, at D, I remember hearing the news. Oh, yeah. It shocked me at the time hearing about that. Yeah, I agree. Hal, thank you again, brother. Love to you and peaceful night's sleep to you. Adam. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Let's celebrate. If you got a good mother, celebrate her. I will be calling my mom. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do any bushcraft videos. That's all right. Got to take my mom out for Mother's Day. I can understand that. Um, and that's not easy because I know your mom's going through dementia, and so I'll be praying for you. Um, you know, what I learned, I remember being by my mom like I don't know a few years ago, and what I learned is Mother's Day is the worst day to be with your mother. Why? Because the restaurants are crowded, the streets are crowded, and everyone's putting up a show. It's like the church on Christmas. And thank God that me and my mother have a good relationship that it's Mother's Day every day we're together. It's our birthdays every day we're together. The worst time in my experience in life to spend with loved ones is holidays. Whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, which have higher levels of heart attacks because of the stress, or if it's Mother's Day or Valentine's Day. These holidays put more pressure on you to force a show of affection. And when it doesn't go well, you feel depressed that something's wrong with your life because it's Mother's Day. You have to love your mother. But here's the reality. You go rush into the Dollar Tree, okay, to buy a dollar balloon and a card to show your affection, and everyone's doing that. And there's only one person working at the Dollar Tree because everyone else is still on unemployment. And now you got a long ass line. You're rushing to see your mother. Everyone's at IHOP taking their mother out to eat. And now you're waiting on a long line to get sugary pancakes with a Dollar Tree balloon. You're sweating. And before you know it, you hate the whole day. You hate your mother. Look, now some people say that's wrong. I say that's life. Okay. Because the truth is, if you love your mother, if you love your girl, if you love your family, you don't need to force yourself to go on a holiday to visit them. You need to treat them with love and respect every day. And I actually recommend don't go see your family on a holiday. Go see them after the holiday because it's going to be more relaxed. Now, if they're one of the family members that wants you there on a holiday, they're a manipulator. Guilt trip is number one form of manipulation. And they're insecure. Insecure people are your biggest enemy. That's my experience in life. Some people say that's wrong, and I'll say, yeah, you probably got a bad relationship with your family. Okay, and so you may be wrong. I may be right. It's true. How I do miss the loud live feeds. Oh yeah, yeah, and I can barely do it now. Keep being you. Thank you. Now they're gonna get louder. They ain't even kicking you out. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you, Hal. Yeah, I gotta be more quiet in the hotel. Come to my hotel. Remember Cassidy and R. Kelly? Uh, uh, Charles, do the negative comments contribute to some low points for you, Sam? Oh no, on YouTube, nah. That's to me at this point way past that. I mean, um, nah. I mean, like I say, you guys have my channel is at an all-time high as far as views and revenue. So if a low comment don't get me, if I was getting low comments and no money, guys, I'd fucking shut this shit down. So, like I always tell you guys, if you have a bad day at work, look at your direct deposit. If I have a bad comment, I look at my revenue. It's fucking through the roof. So, low comments don't get me down. Just life get me down. Uh, you know. So, especially like, it's like when you've done a lot of things in life, you lived a life of luxury, you lived a life of poverty, you lived a life of and then when I say poverty, I've never gone without. But what I'm trying to say is I've lived in an aspect of poverty. So when you've lived in luxury and when you lived in basic, when you lived in a hotel and you lived in a condo and a car, when you've been to Florida and you've been everywhere on the East Coast, and when you dated beautiful women, and when you got ugly chicks want to get with you, it's like, what's left? What else am I trying to experience? When you've been a YouTube star and basically you've been a recluse in your house, what's left? Okay. Uh, you know, so it's like, there's not much left. Okay. So, but I'll figure something out. I just got to extend my stay and keep working on self-care. Uh, oh yeah, but the negative comments, guys, small potatoes, very small. Gail. Yeah, thank you again, Gail, for that gracious tip. And thank you for sharing your journey, being bold enough to share your journey online. I'll tell you, Gail, and when you're not monetized and she's still willing to share, guys, that's when it's really painful because you're like, you bust on my chops. I'm working for free. I understand, Gail. Believe me, I've been there. D. He was a great storyteller. Who, Robin Williams? Uh, ESP. I know you enjoyed working from your own dedicated workspace. Yeah, that makes it easier without having to move in the middle of workday. Yeah, or without sweating. So that is more comfortable. And having all my electronics fully charged. Yeah, no, that is more comfortable. But it is more depressing not having that fresh air. Now, I definitely wish my window uh, opened up. That I don't like that. So, like I said, guys, I'm not committed long term to this hotel or any hotel. No, it's not going to be my long term plan. My extended stay is just buying time. That's it. I'm just trying to get to 1 month to 1 month. And in between, these next 30 days or whatever, to keep looking at what I'm going to do next. But I'm like, I don't know, so. How are you doing, ESP, on your journey back? Just like I asked Gail, ESP, what would you share from your experience? You were also in an Airbnb for 8 months, and now you've been back in a van for 7 days. What would you share with those listening on how you feel and what your perspective is? D, would you be willing to have a list of fellow YouTuber sites and the YouTube people you watch? Yeah, there's probably only a couple people I watch. Yeah, but I'll share that. Got no problem. Rusty 78609, which I really don't agree with much. Not inspired that much, but I still watch them, so I have to be inspired somewhat. Um, I have been watching Camo Dave lately, even though I think he's a complete hypocrite. But I still watch him. I think overall he's a nice guy. But like I said, he says love to trolls, and then someone trolls him. He goes, "Why are you being mad at me? Why he's never said pot?" He tells people like, "Oh, you make videos about driving, and no, you're seeing the same thing." He made a video the other day about driving. He showed nothing good. So they're on my channel. I got my man Coach 9500. He's a little wild too. But I got him on my thing. He's live now. I don't know what he's talking about. He found some flashlight at truck stop. I got Nomadic Fanatic. I got Michael Badorno. He's like another guy. He's like I basically selling sex to these chicks that want to move to Florida. Gail, I got Gail on my thing. I got all my members that got YouTube channels. I got ESP. I got Keeping Up Brig. I got Jersey Life Lynn. I got 30 and Wake Up. I got Christine Smallhorn. She's about housing. I got Element Van Life just to see what a disaster that renovation's turned into, but he seems to be okay. I got Disciplined Skater, aka Juicy Jeff. I got Howard Stern Show, Redhead Redemption. She used to be a porn star. Now she's getting all plastic surgery and fans only. RVing, some old South Carolina couple. They were always very positive, but now his wife's having depression and migraines, and now he stopped making videos for 2 weeks and he lost his rhythm. Casey Roman, I like her. She's pretty sincere. She used to be from Jersey. Now she's in North Carolina. She used to live in a van and a fifth wheel. Now she's in an apartment selling real estate. Dan and Jen, Nevada, they always got some type of hardship, depressed, but they seem positive people. My man BZ, he's a door dasher from the DC area. Good people, BZ. Julie Noclia, she's a Canadian comedian, very funny girl. She had a video that went viral about the pandemic. Hot boxing with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson interviews getaway couple. Two a couple that lives in an RV. Cute blonde chick. I would hit it from the back, but she married. Pay yourself back guy from South Florida. He just bought a house in Port St. Lucie, brand new construction. I don't know if that was a good move, but I respect him. Dominican girl, Karis Pina from Fort Lauderdale. She used to be from New York. Now she's dating some guy. I saw it on her gram. That's going into a disaster. I know she trading stocks too. Shout out to her. She watching. Be careful out there, right? I know what it is. Be careful out there. What else I watch? Mark B. He's from upstate New York. He wants to get to Florida. Adam, Keeping Up a Breed. Gig Nation, more about side hustles. Profit Market. This guy basically chops up Fat Joe's live feeds, and then he puts on Dream Nation. The first ever super chat I got was from My guy, professional window cleaners used to be his name. Nikki Glazer, she's a comedian. Princess Craft, they do RV reviews. Sailing Dick John, he was an old viewer of mine. I don't know if he still watches. My man Academia, he used to review my videos. My man Manolo, shout out to Manolo and I call him Milano. Shout out to Milano and Emilio from Miami. They live full time in their Class B. Sarah, cute blonde chick from California. She probably get with me. I probably get with her, but we both don't like commitment, so it would be very quick. My man Blanton from North Carolina. Coach Jack used to watch me. The Bella Twins, Ultimate Warrior, Data Geek. Who else? Rosemary Vega from the 90 Day Fiance, Filipino chick. Who else? Team Vasectomy. He used to watch me. I don't know where he at now. But that was part of that chick too that was trolling me. I don't know. Meadow Tails from the Philippines. She's a cool girl that watched me from the Philippines. My one of my longtime friends, Karen, from Melbourne, Florida. I don't know if she still watches me. I'm subscribed to her channel. I don't think she makes videos. My man Big Plan Dan, Edison Eagle. Uh, Sincere Gonzalez. She's a Florida real estate agent in Port St. Lucie. Um, those are some ones. I don't watch much of them. I watch probably Rusty. That's about it. I just kind of breeze through. Hopefully that helped you guys in some way. I probably lost some people watching me. I don't care. Why? Tell you guys, look, some people just want you to talk crazy the entire live feed. I kind of just do what I want because that's why I live alone. I'm not on their time. I'm not on their schedule. I'm not on their plan. Okay. So, when you don't do what people want, guys, they get upset. Yep, they get very upset because when you don't act like their service dog and do whatever you want, yeah, they treat you like shit. Hey guys, some people who have a service dog, they shouldn't even be allowed to have a service dog, man. Because let's stay positive. I try to stay positive. This is my girl Gail. She goes, keep the balance. Part-time travel, part-time stick and brick. I like it. It's true. Too long stick and brick can be depressing. I agree. And too long on the road is depressing. I agree. So true to keep balance. Gail, smart woman, secured a home base, had the courage to go back on the road. Very smart woman. Appreciate you, Gail. Thank you for sharing. Frankencat. I hate the holidays. Yep. Just for that reason, to have to show some love and appreciation for others. I agree. Now, unless you're a child or you have children, I think that's magical for children. If you're an adult, it's a big show. I ask, what's wrong with doing that every day? Yeah, most people don't want to hear that. I don't want it to be forced on me. Yep, me neither. I totally agree. I feel like I'm getting raped every holiday. Someone's got their hand in your pocket and their manipulative fingerprints on your emotions. D, tomorrow will be better. I pray it will. Charles, I get that. After you live some life, you do feel like what else is there left to do? Yep. Perhaps that's plus to moving closer to death as possible. That satisfaction of life lived. Yeah, like I always tell you guys and girls, if you live the right way, 80 years is long enough. All right. Some psychopaths want to live forever. I don't know what they. Now it is true though. Every time I've been close to death, it's scary a little bit. But yeah. I mean, look, if 80 years enough to get done what you gotta get done. D, add it to your page. What was that? D says Rabbit Side is a good one. Okay, I'll take a look. Is that a channel? Suitcase and Gas Money. Shout out to you, man. We was talking bad about Tampa. I'm sorry. Hey, Sam. I'm a little late. That's all right, man. Close your ears. We was talking bad about Tampa, man. We love you, though. D. I like Casey Romeo. She's a cool chick. My man, Big Pandan. You watch my History Channel? Hell yeah. You're my guy, man. I watch a thing about, like, different train. I was watching one video talking about, like, a train mystery or something like that. Yeah, I got love for you, man. I appreciate you, Big Plan Dan. Keep doing your thing, man. Good to see you, Big Plan Dan. I appreciate you, man. You're a positive guy. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Hopefully my videos helped you in some way. Like I say, I can only do what I can do, but I'm very grateful for everyone who watches me. Grateful, my members. Thank you for all the gracious super chats. I never taken any of it for granted. I'm not entitled to it, but I'm grateful for it. And I try to show up and earn it as best I can by being honest and sincere and having a little fun. And that's it. That's all I'm trying to do. And so what I realized is, look, even if your show sucks, if you show up, most people ain't going to make a video every day. And that's why I can't find shit to watch. Okay. So when you can't find shit to watch, make your own video. I guarantee you someone will watch it because most people ain't doing shit. Okay. And that'll that'll at least keep you doing something. Because all I know is this, guys: if you don't do something, depression is right there to keep you busy. And sometimes in life, the best thing you can do is just do something. And right now, thank you, Marcel. I appreciate the gracious tip today, and congratulations again on working hard and getting that accomplishment. Um, so right now, guys, look, my plan, day 4 in this hotel, is somewhat it's a little depressing being indoors more. Some parts there's a little bit more of a sanctuary being shielded from the public. Um, and so I've decided to extend my stay. I may cancel that reservation, but I'm trying to, just get another month maybe out of this and see where I want to go. Frankencat, just show up. Yep, I'm liking that as a new model, Sam. Look, if no one likes anything I say, but if they show up and they self-care, the worst that's going to happen is they're going to improve their life and they're not going to watch me. So, I mean, guys, that's good stuff. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next one.